Yeah, I'm ready to yap.
Okay.
The yap nonsense. I'm actually cleaning my common pile as we speak. Oh shit! I couldn't sleep in this room anymore. It's getting crazy. Yes.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm yours for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm usually with the hottest battler in the UK and admin of the Battlespace English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki, but today is the second week where Ayumu is having his holiday while I'm working. Not just kidding. But yeah, today we got the other now at this point I don't know how to part like the whole channel, but yeah, we got another one of our friend Wilson. Hi Wilson, how are you doing?
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Yes, I'm doing perfectly well. Hello everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, I am here now.
How was your trip to the land of the birthplace of battle spirits?
No, it was a quick one.
Yeah.
I was just there to join my friends,
Mm-mm.
play some Battle Spirits.
Yeah. And I noticed that you actually like went home like right when the Bandai Card Festival actually started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole place, the whole event take place in an office setting, man. It's
Oh
kind
yeah,
of crazy.
exactly. Yeah, I think like
I don't even know what to say.
I know, right? Yeah, I think like it's just
Yeah.
like it's just common for other games. That's not Pokemon, isn't it? I heard like Yu-Gi-Oh is also like that.
I think that's like a promotional issue. I feel like they didn't make the world final as grand as it seems to be.
Mm-mm.
So for the players, it's really just going to the venue and play,
Mm-mm.
and then we call it a day.
Mm-mm.
While the whole game was while the top cut game was live streamed to the world,
Mm-mm.
everyone was just playing in this kind of like an office building of
Yeah.
Bandai.
Yeah. Yeah. Which made me kind of miss like
Yeah,
yeah.
doesn't have that aura.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss the World Championship for PSS a lot. No. I mean
I
like
think last year was
yeah.
last year was kind of great because
Mm-mm.
last year they do it for the BCF.
Yeah.
So the venue compared to whatever we have now,
Mm-mm.
like in the office building,
Mm-mm.
was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the BCF is like 1 week after that, right? So like why like why do they
Yeah, I
need
don't know
to
what's going on. It's I don't see the need to. I find it kind of weird.
Mm-mm.
Like why Worlds has to be a separate
Mm-mm.
occasion
Mm-mm.
aside from the Bandai Cup Fest.
Yep.
It's a really weird decision to make.
Yeah.
Because Bandai Cup Fest was supposed to like gather up the players, the fans, everyone
Mm-mm.
around the world
Yeah.
to be like one place and also watch like the best of the best duke it out in the World Finals. This time is really different. I felt that they really miss the fans like the point of the world
Mm-mm.
for a
Yeah.
card game. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's even more surprising because like yeah, I mean like in a way like even though it will suck, like I would still kind of understand if like it's only battle spirits, but like it's like every single one of their game is like having their world championship like on a different day. So I was like, huh, this is
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
All of them in the office venue.
exactly.
Is the building. I mean, the building wasn't bad. I just feel like it was really just the atmosphere
Mm-mm.
that was the tone that was supposed to set for a world final. You know,
Mm-mm.
you have grind all the way in like your regionals, your
Mm-mm.
championships, and those venue are like stacked.
Mm-mm.
Like big venues, a lot of players, long rounds.
Mm-mm.
You really want to have that kind of atmosphere in the World Finals,
Yeah.
where you really feel like you made it this far,
Mm-mm.
and then you just want to play.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of
Mm-mm.
weird to like because I kind of saw the pictures
Mm-mm.
that was circulating around like for the One Piece players.
Mm-mm.
Uh, it was really, really weird to see these players came all the way just to play in like a secluded place.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I really wish they have like done it in the Banana Pass,
Mm-mm.
where the players, the spectators, can watch it live.
Mm-mm.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like a amazing view to have. Just like last year BCF, it was a very great thing to have. I don't really know why changes will make this year.
Mm-mm.
Like if there is like why is the World Final a week before BCF? Kind of
Yep.
doesn't make sense. I don't quite
Yeah.
understand why. So well, that's not something that we will know.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year will be better. Basically it's this year. Yeah, hopefully this year will be better.
Exactly.
So we will see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do better, Bandai. We need the League of Legends world level of finals next year.
I think the production for the Pokemon card game also was pretty good. Yu-Gi-Oh was great as well. Wasn't as but like if you were to compare the production level for Yu-Gi-Oh in comparison to Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon really took up a notch to make the viewing experience for the spectator a wonderful experience.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see a lot of informations that was prepared for you on the screen, and then you would just like it really felt like a grand chapter, like a grand tournament. Like it's not just for like their finals,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like in like their regionals. There are regionals in like different countries. The production level was almost equal. Maybe not in Southeast Asia yet. I think hopefully we'll be getting there soon. But if you were to look at places like maybe Japan Pokemon CS, their production was pretty good as well. So I was like, I just find it kind of weird, like why Bandai doesn't want to invest more resources onto the like events, the viewing experience, like for the audience. Like because the player base makes up for the game, so it's kind of weird not to put more resources on that department. Maybe the payoff just doesn't work for the global audience. Like they do it for the Japan CS very consistently, and then like during the Banaka Fest they also do it for the Worlds. Then you have the top 8, then top 4, and then subsequently, and then the finals. Is I just guess it kind of sucks not being able to see the player duke it out in Swiss round live.
Yeah.
Aside from that, actually, Bandai production for the World Final, if from the live stream perspective, it was pretty great. So I don't think it's that bad as well.
Yeah.
It's just maybe like the venue for the players. It doesn't give you that same respect that you work the effort in response to the effort that you have put in to get this far. It doesn't feel like a final stage. Yeah.
All right. Now I feel like if they announce it like early enough, I think like if you were even to take like some, well, maybe not too much, but like I mean like with League of Legends, right? You get to pay for seats just like you do for sports. I think like I guess like if you organize it, like promote it well enough, I think like you can kind of like recoup that from like the seats as well. Just like have people.
Yeah. I do agree to that.
Yeah. So like you can enter
There are certain games. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. You continue.
No. I mean like because like I guess like they can't really. They probably don't want to spend too much because BCF is basically free, right? Like you can just enter and then like basically where they make their money back is with merchandise, with what they sell in the store basically. Because like most of the events that you can join is also free. So I guess like if you have like one paid event where you can kind of like use that money to boost the production value, I feel like that will be a very fair thing to do. So like yeah, maybe we need to go in that direction one day. But this is Bandai. Probably
I do agree.
Yeah.
No, it really depends on what is the. Well, at the end of the day, it's business for them. It really depends on what they are looking for. I guess we don't really know what they are thinking because we are not in Bandai.
Yeah.
So we can't really tell if they are going to put more resources in the future. but I really do hope that some way somehow they can balance it out between a free event or a paid event. Because in my opinion, free event tend to have not the best experience. Because you are free. You are the players. They are there to get the players in as many as they can. Because the entry barrier is literally second to none.
Yes.
So, paid event I think overall is better. But maybe they can tie it down together with their merchandise. Like if you were to buy like a certain tiers seating, then you can get this much. Without actually going into like the merchandise booth.
Yeah.
Because we do have, like sometimes they do have this kind of problem. Like if the merchandise is very very good, and then all the players is just gonna queue, just gonna queue in front of the booth, and then once they got the product, they just scoot. It happens like in some events where it's because it's free to enter. You have a lot of maybe I don't know the numbers, but they are going to be non-players. They're trying to get their hands on the merchandise, right? And then for resale purposes or for whichever purposes that we may not know, including players as well. Because not all players are there to actually play. They are there to just I just want to get my hands on whatever that's available there. And then we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Or for the side events, like gunsingers, gunsinger battles for like different games. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing much for you to see in this event anymore. If you're X2, if you're X3, congratulations. You can join the flagship battles, or you can join the gunslinger events. And once you're done, I think that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing is, I really feel that I think pay event will benefit more, but the problem is that the perception of the Southeast Asian players,
Yeah.
as a whole, because we're talking about the events in general, but it's not really about the World Finals, just more about the events in general. I think we're getting a bit off topic there, but I do hope that maybe they can give consideration in paid events. Like try to make a paid event for like maybe like maybe this year they will make a paid Bandai Card Fest event. Then you pay this much, you get this much, and that's about it. You can use, and then they can put their resources into just making side events. You are here for the championships. Around this timing, we're going to open up our Evolution Cups. Then, if you don't want, we can have Section 1, Section 2, Section 3. Just have more side events just for the player to participate. And then you accumulate points like using the Gunslinger ticket and whatnot, trying to bind them together without actually tying the player down to the merchandise booth. Maybe in the merchandise booth they can sell more, not really card related things like badge buttons, stickers, the little purchases that people do actually will be more interested in. It's not just all cards, sleeve, accessories, sets, limited editions, card set or whichever. Maybe those more off game stuff can interest the player in some way somehow. It's just my opinion, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, I do hope Bandai in the future maybe they can decide if they wanted to try like a paid event. I mean, we can give it a test run. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know the scene for the Western Bandai Card Fest, so I'm not too sure as well. Maybe they're also doing paid event, or maybe they're doing free.
Yeah, I mean, like the only Bandai Card Fest that I joined is the one during the Worlds, right? So like that one is also pretty much, I think, free for the for like the visitors. I think you have to register first. So if you don't,
you have to register with your TG Plus.
Yep. So as long as you do that, then it's free, but you have to register, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because like there's the Dutch one after that I was kind of like on the fence on like do I wanted to join or not, because that one the transportation was kind of like the problem. Because it was kind of, I think like it took me like $50 if I want to go there. And there's another catch, like on that day it was very windy, so like the train was pretty much cancelled. so I have to take the bus.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
not
like
a good timing.
exactly. That was like layers upon layers on like why I wouldn't want to go there. Also, like I don't have that much budget at that time, and then like the main attraction is if you want to go there is to try the beta version of Gundam TCG.
Yeah, that was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year.
Because Gundam TG just launched like not long ago.
Yeah. This year I have like zero motivation to go to the Bandai Card Fest. Because like, what am I going to do there? There is no Battle Spirit Saga anymore. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
So yeah. Until Battle Spirit Saga came back. Or if I one day was like, finally find like a deck and like Gundam card game or Digimon that I actually want to play, maybe one day I will go back to the Card Fest. But like, yeah, maybe not in the near future. At least not in Europe. Maybe when I come back to Southeast Asia for holiday, then I have something to enjoy there. Can finally play Battle Spirits again.
Yeah, you could be in time for the Battle Spirit Standard.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that is what brings us to our main topic for today, which is the Battle Spirit Standard. Yippee. Yeah, because especially you mentioned that you have been playing a lot with new decks, right? So since I don't have access to the half decks, of course, how would you say, like, what is like your expectation before you try the standard, and how does the half deck kind of like, is there anything that changes after you kind of try the half decks actually?
Okay, so the expectation I have for the standard, initially before I actually try the finalized half deck, which is the product that will be releasing soon, the ST. I was expecting more actually.
Okay.
Because it was really a reboot of the game. It really feels like you're playing Gundam. It's like Gundam card game with their GDO1. It's really down to earth. So there really nothing much to comment on. You really just for a half deck experience. Before we actually get to experience the new colors, because the half deck gave you the green and also the red. Before that, I really thought that the strategy for Battle Spirit will still be in, which to a certain extent it is, because that's just the nature, the design of the Battle Spirits. With addition of the main phase 2, I wouldn't say that strategy plays a huge part here. Is more in terms of calculations. So like similarly in Gundam card game or One Piece, I'm talking about the earliest one. I don't really have knowledge of the current meta game for One Piece right now. It's really like the early phase of One Piece. So you are committing your resources to attack, right? And then afterwards you have to use some sort of abilities, or maybe you have to use your resource to then set up some sort of blockers or some sort of a room for the opponent. So with the addition of main phase 2, is almost the same for Battle Spirits. You either able to use your magic to soul magic or just normal. Then you can set up your blockers, and then you can set up your nexus. The through the half deck experience, we don't really have I would say that the strategy wasn't really that in depth. You really have to, because the half deck really have only just like a few key cards. So when we were playing the option that we have wasn't really a lot. It's either you get more resources or you don't. And then if you don't get more resources, the opponent can contest you for it. So what they will do is they will try to set up more spirits, and then they will force you to trade. So there will be a lot of trading in Battle Spirits at its core, because you will need to calculate the amount of damage they can do to you per spirit and then per blocker that you have. Excluding maybe you calculate their soul magic or whatnot. But in the Eternal Battle Spirit, which is the Battle Spirit before the reboot, setting up blockers and calculating down to the core wasn't really the main point anymore in the old Battle Spirit, because the power level is so high that as long as you have the resource and the correct cards in your hand, you can easily turn over the game, even if you are there will be an instance where the tempo will be swing towards you very, very quick, and game might just end there because the opponent may or may not have the resources to fight back. That's the comparison from the old Battle Spirit. So from the old Battle Spirit, it's really about calculating the amount of resources the opponent gets to do for the first 3 turns. Because the first 3 turns are usually the deciding factors whether they are able to close out the game or not. Because that's the current power level of the Eternal Battle Spirits. The first 3 turns is very, very crucial to deciding your tempo. The 4 Standard Battle Spirits, your setup in the first turn is equally important. But because modern Standard Battle Spirit doesn't go haywire with their power levels, it's really a simple: I remove you, you remove me, or I disrupt you, you disrupt me. So you have to calculate the number of spirits that you're going to commit and the blockers that you want to use per turn. So it's really just a simple of attack and then defend. If you have any additional resources like soul magics, then you use that to create variables. But if you do not have both, let's say both players doesn't have something like the soul magic, because without any burst, you cannot create variables in the game. So the only instances, I would say that the only thing that you need to see in the board without all these things involved is your spirit blockers and their effects, and that's about it. If your spirit doesn't really have any good defending abilities, then it's just a very simple math. It's just maybe like you have 4 spirits, I have 3 blockers, it's going to be 1 additional damage if both of us commit. Then the variables will be: do you have a soul magic, or do you have something that can make the trading more efficient? It's really just about trading the spirits. So basically, after playing the half deck like a few times, I'm just curious to see what is the remaining colors and their respective effect and response to like the game as a whole. Because red is focusing on destructions and then generating advantage. Green is focusing on generating core resources and also exhausting the opponent. And with their Q turn being able to increase the number of attacks via their effects. So I'm a bit curious to see what the other color going to do first before I was like, I'm going to decide, okay, this is the game, this is the reboot that I'm looking for, or this is the reboot that I'm okay with, or this is not the reboot for me. That kind of sentiment.
I see.
At this moment, it's just a half deck experience. It's really, really hard to pinpoint whether this game is going to be for everyone or not. But I can say one thing for sure: this Battle Spirit is definitely good for beginners. There is not a lot of things that you have to look for. So you don't have to worry about Mark 6, a sudden hand trap burst, a random burst wall, or burst flame flying out in your face. I'll say it's a nice pace to have. It's really a slow Battle Spirit. You really only need to think about very specific things. And then you just need to make sure your core calculation is correct and maximize the turn that you have. And then sometimes just playing some mind games, whether they have it or not. But that's like a different thing. We will know once we have like booster sets and also the full couple of the first structure decks. But for now, this is the experience for Battle Spirit Standard for me. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. But I don't think it's the Battle Spirit that I like. But it's still Battle Spirit. With some minor tweaks in it. So I still like the game overall. but I may not like the idea of the standard.
And that is okay. Because this is for the new people. This is not exactly for us. I mean, like, of course, it is for us, the existing player as well. But like, in the end, like, if it works for us, but it doesn't work for the new players, then it kind of misses the point of like, why are we doing this in the first place, right? Because like,
yeah, but you have to also look into it as well, because they did say they're going to introduce rotation for this Battle Spirit. Now, the problem is that the current Battle Spirit, Eternal, because they do not have rotation, therefore the developer have no choice sometimes but to just keep on out-creeping existing decks or new decks to give the player something new to play. Now, because they have rotation in place, as time goes, for every 2 years, will Battle Spirit evolve to become the Battle Spirit that we have before the reboot? Or will they put a stopgap in terms of game design for the Battle Spirit to not evolve further? Because it will be a problem in the future. It will be a problem for the existing players. I mean, new players is going to get in without any issue because it's going to be quite easy to learn. But for the existing player that want more, because you can't compare it to the old Battle Spirit. They just have too much. They have a long history behind them, really. So it's not a fair comparison. But what about the standards? Are they going to be doing this for every 2 years? Is it going to be the same thing? Will they introduce Brave, and will Brave stick? Will Brave mechanic get rotated out? Or will they every 2 years of rotation they'll retain the mechanic and just keep churning out new cards? Then it will eventually become eventually come to a point where the new player will still have to learn all of these things versus just learning the game at its core. So maybe they were trying to do like, with the Battle Spirit rotation now, okay, these 2 years we are going to do Brave. So we're just going to solely focus on Brave. And then once the whole thing got rotated out, then we're going to do Ultimate because there's no Brave now. Or maybe there's just remnants of the Brave cards before the rotation. Then they didn't get rotated out. Then they're going to introduce Ultimate. Then after Ultimate, boom, got rotated out already. Then they're going to introduce Groundwalkers. Then after Groundwalkers, then boom, what's going to be the next big thing? You know, not all mechanics in Battle Spirit is exciting. So, not looking forward to things like Mirage coming back. Yeah. So I'm just interested to see the direction of the team in terms of how they're going to handle the card pool for the Battle Spirit in these 2 years. Because that's very important for us as a player, not just for the new player but for the old player as well. Because we want Eternal kind of case. I mean, we don't want the power creep. Like, we want the intricacy of the gameplay that is involved in the Eternal format. Like, there is so much things that you need to know, and there is a lot of optimization you need to make. And then there is also the mind games that you have to put in against the player as well. Because not all calculation can be accurate in Eternal format. And if they are able to retain those feelings, I would say feelings of style, the depths of gameplay into standard, then I think the game will work. Because for now, it's just gonna be like Gundam, where it's gonna be like the blocker meta, the crush meta, and then this one particular deck just gets to do everything better. And then if we ever come to that point, then Battle Spirit will be a tough game, because in standard, there is not going to be an anti-summon effect. There is not going to be a Mark 6 stopping your opponents from doing what they want. There is no hand trap mechanisms in the game to put a stop to your opponent. I mean, we do not know yet. It's literally the first set. So but if they choose not to do that, then it's going to get complicated when the meta decks are defined, and then we get to see how refined their pie chart is. It's going to either be 3-deck format, which is a rock paper scissors matchup, and then no room for brewing. Because
Mm-mm.
one important thing about Battle Spirit is you have the freedom to build your decks.
Mm-mm.
And then with enough resources, you
Mm-mm.
can make them work.
Yep.
Because your resources is not tied to your colors.
Mm-mm.
Your reduction is. So if they are able to retain that and not just make it like one deck, one color meta.
Mm-mm.
Like if you mix multicolor is not optimal in the first place,
Mm-mm.
which is fine.
Mm-mm.
But they should give the player an option to do multicolor.
Mm-mm.
So if they don't have that choice in the first place, this game is gonna get dry very fast.
Mm-mm.
Because right now in standard, reduction is very important.
Mm-mm.
Because every call counts.
Mm-mm.
Is literally like your Gundam and your One Piece.
Mm-mm.
You need to be on curve.
Yep.
Yeah. But in Eternal Battle Spirit, there's a lot of effects that cheats itself out.
Mm-mm.
So being on curve is just means you get to finish your opponent at the earliest turn as possible.
Mm-mm.
Then that's about it. And then once the game drags on, it becomes very complicated already because you are playing into the strength of the both decks that is
Mm-mm.
fighting against each other.
Yeah.
But that is not in standard. So
Yeah.
in standard, for optimization and reduction is very important.
Mm-mm.
You should be able to play some off colors, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be a good choice or not.
Mm-mm.
Like it really depends on the effect. If the effect is super good, you have to spec it in every colors, then yeah, it works. But if there is no way to make multicolor Battle Spirit work in the game,
Mm-mm.
then it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's not as fun. For me, I like the depths of deck building.
Mm-mm.
Of course, I'm also not trying to glaze Eternal format because
Mm-mm.
Eternal format right now is really just type deck building, uptype deck building, uptype deck building.
Mm-mm.
So even if they are multicolors,
Mm-mm.
they are not true multicolors.
Yeah.
They are just multicolors shoved into one archetype by design.
Exactly.
But because we are playing Backbone Battle Spirit,
Mm-mm.
we wanted to have some effect that is in other colors to be able to use in that colors.
Mm-mm.
And we just wanted the reduction to not be us punishing. So that's the thing that I want to see in the standard format.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, because also like inside what I do have experiences is in Battle Spirit Saga, right? I do feel like when they introduce like set 5, where they finally introduce like the dual color for real, it does really help to kind of like give some kind of depth, because then you can kind of like, okay, so do you want to do like a monocolor and you do like everything that your color do best like better, or do you want to make it a little bit weaker, but you get like the also like a good thing from other color as well? Because like especially because like the last meta deck before the game shuts down the sushi deck, right? Like it gets like kind of like the good thing of blue, where you can kind of like filter a lot, and then you get the corpus that rewards you for deploying more nexus, which is like what blue does, and then you just get like the low cost aggro of yellow, basically, which is why like the deck is really strong. And then like the finisher is just you just mill your opponent like 30 cards. So like this is turning from blue to yellow to blue again real quick, but like that's kind of like what makes it kind of like fun. But like because like you don't really have to, like you have the option, but you don't have and it can be better, but like you don't really have to. Because like even in the last tournament in Germany, I was using like pretty much mono yellow, and then like the players in the top tables are pretty much all playing like single color aggros. Like no, in the final I faced against red aggro, by the way, and it was very close. It was a very close match, and like pretty much then because like the pace of the game is also like still like way bigger than Eternal. Like then you can kind of like get like like in in battle in Eternal, right? Like you can have aggro, control, mid range, kind of like as a style, but it doesn't dictate like how like the time frame of how long your deck should work. I think like it is getting close to that because like aggro decks in the set 6 of Saga doesn't necessarily mean that if your opponent survives to turn 4 then you can't win, but it's more like okay, so then because your style is like this, you mainly just use lots of cheap spirits, you deploy like 6 and then you just throw them at your opponent and see what happens. And mid-range is more into like okay, so like you're more on curve, and then like control is basically just you don't necessarily have to have everything, but like you basically set up nexus, stop your opponent from doing things, and then you bring out your big boys basically.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I guess if we can, I mean like also like Saga introduces bursts like really early, right? Although they do limit it to mostly only magic. I think like we have one single burst nexus and then nothing else after that. And then yeah,
I think they're just trying to be very careful with how they do their bursts.
Yeah, I think like burst spirit will have to have another broken the game. Like burst
No,
spirit,
they don't have to summon itself. They don't have to summon itself. They have the option to set it as a burst, and then you don't have to summon it up. So I think it's really up to the game designer to decide whether for you to use it as a burst or to use it as a spirit.
Yeah.
It's like a door card. It's like a door card concept, but you just don't put it in the clause where it says summon this spirit after you're done with it. Yeah.
I think like this is like definitely one of like the first direction that they can go to. Like I guess like in year 2, like when we are in this all slugfest, then just introduce burst, and then like now you have like one more variable to think about. But like I do
agree to that. They also need to be careful about adding too many variables because it will overwhelm the players.
Oh yeah.
The only players that are inclined to stay are mostly hardcore players or veteran players because they don't mind this complexity because they enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then it also a balance between complexity and also like pandering to general audience. So I think one of the reasons why the current Banner Spirit was not widely popular was 100% due to its complexity in terms of mechanics. And also the white card pool as well, because you never know what's going to hit you.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess like that's also like the one of like the thing where kind of like games like Yu-Gi-Oh that kind of have like some edge, because like the cards that are like quote unquote like staple, like they pretty much always stays in the meta, right? So like at least like 80% of them will be there, so like you will pretty much be familiar with everything. Like you will probably not play Yu-Gi-Oh as much, but you will know like what Ash Blossom can do. Like basically, like maybe not specifically, like maybe if you actually play paper and then you like, oh, turns out Ash Blossom cannot negate that, but like for like most of the things, like you know like what Ash Blossom can do, right? But like when you play Battle Spirits, because like some of this like hand traps can be like really specific, they always get cycled out of meta real quick, and when they return, they just return, and then like okay, like if you are not into like playing like the actual meta, and then like you like comfortably like in the previous meta, like you can just fire all your when summon effects, and then like okay, so I'm going to go to a tournament today, to the nationals, and then you summon your spirit, and suddenly your opponent just pops out a Pharaoh or like a Mark 6, and then like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I guess like that's a layer of complexity, right? Like because like I mean like because this card doesn't really stay in the meta, like there is no way to keep track of like what is the threat to like certain strategies, kind of thing.
Yeah, but the problem is that with the best one format in Eternal meta, there is no room for flexibilities because you don't have a sideboard option. Yeah, but whereas if you were to compare, I recall Banner Spirit Saga has sideboards, right?
Oh yeah, we have sideboards.
that you can tune because sideboard is, I think, is a very important game rule to have when it comes to competitive play. Because you get to switch the style of your deck with just a few set of cards. Like because let's say you playing into this meta, and then you're like, I have to play slower cards because if I play early cards, I don't get as much value, and I may not be able to close out the game as efficiently. And then when you were to be able to meet a different type of decks, you should have some sort of options to change the pacing of your decks. That is why I really enjoy games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because their sideboard sometimes can really decide the game right off the bat. Because not only they can be meta targeting specific, they can also change the strategy, some of the strategy of the deck itself. Yeah, like imagine if you were to play halfway and then you lost the first game. Now you know that he has a lot of summon effects, and you know it's going to be super punishing to do so. You put in 1 to 2 Mark 6 for your next game. It's going to break you, but because you knew what you're playing into, you are able to not give your opponent the leeway to do so. And that allows you to prolong the game because both of you are using resources for your hand. And it's basically like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have to constantly use your hand traps to stop each other from doing whatever they want. And then you pretty much just left with like 1 or 2 cards to combo off. That's where also it has reached to this point where normally 1 to 2 cards, as long as you're able to get some resources, you should be able to continue the game from there.
Yeah, true.
And I think for the benefit of everyone, Banner Spirit Standard should have a sideboard. And then it needs to be a best of 3. The game is fast. The game is fast. The only time you're thinking is in main phase 2 and whether you're going to commit to attack. I really hope that Banner Spirit Standard in the future, maybe I don't think it's going to be now, but maybe in the future they will consider best of 3 and a sideboarding option. Not just for worst format, but for the whole tournament as in general. Because that will add a lot of depth to the gameplay. Let's say if you were to play something slow, you play against something slow, you play against like white. And then you're like, okay, this guy is playing slow. And if I just kept attacking him, it's just not gonna work. Then I can sideboard into something like maybe I can sideboard into a yellow because I'm playing red. Then I can, because of that, because he is playing a slow deck, I can use the yellow to disrupt his gameplay. That, of course, not without the reduction. So I have to pay a higher cost to be able to stop him from doing what he wants. And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Because you know the pacing of your opponent's deck. You should be able to decide how the shape of your deck is going to be like in the next game. Otherwise, it's going to be very boring because it's like, it's like rock meets scissor, scissor mix rocks, or the scissor doesn't have enough time to beat the paper. The paper just wrap it up and then just toss it aside. Yeah, it's that point where I feel like if you already have like 40 card decks at your option, there are a maximum of 3 cards. Shoving so much card into your deck only works if you have enough resources to go through that many cards in a single turn. That way you are able to play out those cards in the next turn, and then you'll be able to surprise your opponent or create a strategy that mono color cannot do. That kind of scenario only works in Eternal for now. Because Eternal have a lot of different mechanics that allows you to pretty much keep certain things out. But in Standard, if you're playing against a draw deck, you're not going to have time to build a dual color unless by the miracle, the star align, and you have every single card that you need to answer that aggro deck. Then your dual color will work because they are going to play into your timing. Yeah, but the problem is that if you don't have sideboarding, it's too much of a risk to bring a dual color like this. because we are not playing Gundam card game. We are not playing One Piece.
Mm-mm.
You don't just tap and play.
Mm-mm.
You have to use reductions.
Mm-mm. True.
Yeah. So the problem right now, that's just the problem I feel from the game itself.
Mm-mm.
It's not bad. It's just that I want more.
Yeah.
I want more to play.
Exactly. I mean, like,
Then God knows
mm-mm.
when they are gonna stop the eternal support. You never know.
Exactly.
They have shown the roadmap
Mm-mm.
for 2026.
Yeah.
But they have not shown a roadmap for 2027.
Exactly.
That means they are still evaluating whether eternal format is still a proper business move to make or not.
Mm-mm.
It already doesn't help that eternal products
Mm-mm.
as technically is reduced.
Yeah.
Because they are focusing in standard now.
Mm-mm.
So in the event where they're gonna feel like they're gonna pull the same move as what Butcher did,
Mm-mm.
we will silently kill off the premium.
Yep.
Then we are just gonna let you play standard format.
Mm-mm.
That's the thing that I don't like to see, because the Eternal is a whole different game on its own, and I don't think they should punish the player that stays for them.
Mm-mm.
Without
True.
Eternal, there will be no standard.
Exactly.
You should never kill a format just because your data chart says this doesn't make us money.
Mm-mm.
You have to understand it's because of these players
Mm-mm.
you are deciding to make a new format.
Mm-mm.
Because there's no new player coming in, but you do not respect this player that purchase your product
Mm-mm.
and play your game.
Mm-mm.
To the company,
Mm-mm.
the player is merely a sales number.
Mm-mm.
The sales number doesn't make sense, therefore they have to cut it, which is not something we want to see.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we are a community.
Mm-mm.
And if the company itself don't balance out profit and play,
Mm-mm.
then and they're just gonna try to squeeze as much as you can from the player,
Mm-mm.
then this balance rate standard is going to fail.
Mm-mm.
100%. Because they did the same thing with Fusion World.
Yeah. Yeah.
They initially introduced the Masters online sim. It's not a real online sim, it's like what Fusion World is doing now.
Yep.
But then they decided to introduce Fusion World on the same announcement that we're going to mention, the simulator. And because of that, they do not do the Masters online sims. They do Fusion World instead. And then they make Fusion World simpler. Much, much simpler. So that's the same route that Battle Spirit is going into now. And if Battle Spirit cannot catch the same number of players, even when it's rebooted, then I think this IP is kind of done. Yeah, I think it's kind of done. I think we are cooked, man. I think we are cooked.
Pretty much, yeah. Fortunately, it's back to 2016 where we need to wake up and then like check is Panda is going to say thank you to us or not. Because when corporation says thank you, it's never sincere.
But like Bandai is they easily gave up on projects that just doesn't make sense to them. In the short term.
Yep.
Yeah, I just felt that given more time, and given more creative freedom for the dev teams, they should be able to create something fun for the player. But the problem right now is everything is just following One Piece footsteps, just like what we probably talked about.
Yeah.
And if nothing gonna work for them, then they're just gonna keep doing the same thing again. Just try to figure out something. Yeah, I doubt I doubt they know what they're doing. Honestly, like rebooting standards and all, they don't even put in the effort to try and like make Eternal accessible for players.
True.
Yeah, like I mean they did it. Then the card kind of tanked, and it's fine. Like there's no way to satisfy everyone, but I really feel that everyone should have a taste of the Eternal format. It's just a different game. It's just a different game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
we will join them in standard and we will poison them slowly.
Yeah. I do agree.
Exactly. This is fun, guys.
Yeah,
Trust
standard
us.
is fun.
Yeah.
Standard is fun. Because the game itself is already fun.
Mm-mm.
If you play Battle Spray before, you're gonna get the same experience playing standard.
Yeah.
It's just that it may not be the same as much because they make some minor tweaks.
Yep.
But I believe these tweaks are necessaries. Having a mulligan and having a main phase 2. Main phase 2, I think it adds up a little bit more. It's not too bad.
Yep.
Like cards that normally you draw during battles, you get to play on your next main phase. It's not really that bad.
Yep.
And and then having a mulligan is like a chef kiss. It's something that we want for so long. You get to have a chance to get out of a break. And Battle Spirit, you just need something low cost to keep playing. It's kind of hard to be 100% break in the game. You just need something to play out. So you should have some ways to fix your break, some way, somehow. Yeah.
Exactly. I guess, I mean, like, I get your point as well about, like, the best of 3, right? Because that's also why, I guess, like, in alternative, like, in the fan tournaments, pretty much. Like, now, the trend is kind of, like, skewing into a best of 3, but you use, like, 2 different decks. So it's kind of like the compromise that, okay, we don't have side deck, but you can bring, like, 2 completely different decks, and then you kind of have to, you then kind of, like, change it from, like, a true rock paper scissors into you kind of have you kind of choose 2 out of the 3 hands, and then, like, you just bring it and hope that your opponent then you just bring out, like, the good, like, the hand that can beat your opponent in the right time, pretty much.
That is actually still like luck. I mean, I don't mind 2 deck format. 2 deck format is one of the great way to add in variables.
Yeah.
Because it tests your mastery over 2 different decks instead of just trying to play like one meta deck. But I prefer if they do something like Conquest format, where your opponent have to ban their decks. Because it shows whether your opponent knows what kind of deck you are playing or not. But Conquest requires you to have an open deck list. Because your opponent need to see what you're playing. Yeah. So it also removes element of surprise, which is not entirely bad, I guess, because it also forces you to optimize and make sure the strategy is there. But 2 deck format is not so bad. I mean, I do hope they do anything. Just add in the best of 3 some way somehow.
Yes.
In the tournament format. Yeah.
Yes. Please do.
Right now, Bandai just love best of 1. I just don't like best of 1.
Exactly.
Best of 1 for a game that is like very coin flippy at like the later stage of the game, where you're like, oh, I don't have this card, therefore I die.
Yeah.
And skill disparity at a higher level is pretty much second to none. When 2 players are equally matched, the only difference is whether you have the cards or not. Sometimes it's making weird decisions that will throw your opponent off or will put your opponent in a very weird spot, which is also okay. But the problem is that you need to give. I forgot what I wanted to say. So the problem is that you need to give your opponent some. You need to give some sort of options. If that's what I'm trying to say.
True. Yeah. Yes, like we still have like 1 year of standard, at least. So we'll make sure to use the questionnaires. Yeah. In Eternal, yeah. I mean, like both games, right? Like just like you said, like we never know. We don't know like the roadmap for 7. We just know that BS02 and BS76 are going to come out. Like it's even like the other interesting thing is like before PS02 will have like CB01, but we are getting like the information for PS02 first before CB01. I mean, like I guess like now you kind of don't want to kill like the momentum of like, okay, now everybody is like kind of like starting to kind of like compromise. Okay, like I don't really buy into the standard, but I will try it kind of like feeling. Like maybe they just don't want to kind of like, okay, just don't put a temper on this and like, yep, here's your Kamen Rider cards. Because you like this, right? You will purchase this product, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and then maybe then just maybe just then okay. Then after like okay, like everybody just settled into like buying their first set, eternal set and the first standard set, and then like okay, now we have like the data. Then maybe after that, they will like start okay. Here is your product. This is product. Like the previous one is also a product, but this is the product. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is probably I don't know me. I mean like I like Kamen Rider personally, but like I can't. I haven't found like a way to kind of like keep up with it like lately, so I don't know like how far is like the series actually going. Maybe they want to coincide it with the time where the series is over, so then they don't have to spoil you with the, okay, like why suddenly like they are selling they have why do they have suddenly have cards that doesn't represent any characters that are already in the series, right?
Yeah. That's normally for the collab. So they normally try to plan it accordingly
Mm-mm.
to the total runtime of their show.
Mm-mm.
So normally it's only during like the last few episodes that we get to see the like where the set actually released.
Mm-mm.
And we get to see the entirety of whatever they're trying to introduce into the game.
Exactly.
Without actually spoiling. But actually they did spoil one they did do once, like remember the CBX, they do it for Seed Destiny.
Oh yeah.
And then they introduced the Shin Asuka and also the Aslan. Then they also introduced the Immortal Justice. The cost 3 is a cost 3 card. And then the Aslan, the Atron, the Aslan cannot brave with the Immortal Justice. That's when we know. That's when we know. He's not piloting Immortal Justice.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just a minor tidbits. If the player do find it out, it's not really a major spoiler. It's just that we know that for the opening scenes, he probably won't be there. That's about it. So he's probably playing a different role in the movie before we actually get to watch it. Like I remember that during the time the release was kind of tight. So I think when the CBEC released, our side here we still actually didn't watch State Freedom yet. None of us get to watch State Freedom yet. So just by looking at the cards, we actually know roughly what's the plot of the show already. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's some next level analyzing there. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun. Because they do follow the lore of the movies to try to keep it as close as they can to the cards. Which sometimes makes the deck a bit wonky to play because they are not really gameplay first; they are lore first. They're just trying to make sure they tied to the lore before they actually, do something with the gameplay itself.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like the fun times for the CBX. But I'm definitely not surprised that they use Kamen Rider as their first release for the Kamen Rider for the Balance Rate Standard. Mainly one reason is because they collab with Kamen Rider a lot. Like it's one of their main collaboration title. Gundam will be next, and then probably then the next collaboration you have Kamen Riders, Gundams. Then the one normally with one or two set is very closely is Evangelion. I guess Aikatsu kind of counts because Aikatsu do have a second set.
Yep.
And then I think that's pretty much it really. Godzilla, Ultraman, yes. I forgot I left that out. Ultraman, I think, have way more collaboration sets when it got released. Not only it has a collaboration set, it also has a P Bandai.
Yep.
So Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and Gundam is like is literally what's carrying Battle Spirit. Then with Akasu behind, and then a little bit of a different collaboration title like Evangelion and Persona.
True. I think Persona.
Yeah.
Persona so far feels like it's going to be like a one-off.
Oh yeah, Persona definitely feels like a one-off. They release everything, everything in that set.
Yeah.
So I think after Persona, it's probably not going to continue any further. But I do hope they get more Persona title in. It's a very nice title. It's a very nice title to have.
Except for Persona 5. Yeah. I like kind of like it's kind of like the jinx, right? Like if you collab with Persona 5, then it's pretty much like your game will end next month, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a curse of EOS, but I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen. It's a funny thing to say. Because Persona 5 they do have their own mobile game as well. So I think it's called Persona 5 X.
Yep.
So they have a lot of way to expand if they were to continue the Persona franchise. Not even touching into Shin Megami Tensei, just the Persona series.
Yep.
What I'm really sad is that they have discontinued Digimon collaboration for Battle Spirit because they have removed everything related to Digimon. Like even in their banners, they no longer have Digimon as part of their collaboration title.
Yeah.
No longer officially recognized. So I don't think Digimon was going to come back to Battle Spirit anytime soon because if they do, they're going to fight with their other games, which is Digimon card game. But I do hope like maybe they can try to do what Butcher is doing. A lot of collaborations to just beat a lot of different fans to try out the game. So like my God, they recently have this Yakuza collab. And I think this year they also have the
Inazuma 11.
Bank Dream is kind of like Inazuma 11, and Bank Dream is kind of like their Kamen Rider.
Yep.
So I wouldn't really count it. And then also the Buddy Fight.
Yep.
Which is also the in-house title as well. Which is not too bad. I really wish that Battle Spirit have more different collaboration title. Despite having Union Arena. Like WS and my God coexist. So I don't think it's that bad to have Battle Spirit gets to have more collaboration title, like what Magic is kind of doing now with Universe Beyond. Because I know that collaboration title is a gimmick that not everyone likes. But I do like the idea of having IP that you enjoy being incorporated into a game and gets people to play within its own card pool, which means you only need to buy this one time. And then you get to play, with it, like whether you want it or not. So if you don't have to upgrade it any further, it's just gonna be a WS. You're tied to your own nations, but with how Battle Spirit works, you are able to mix in different things into your deck to make it like workable in a main card pool setting. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I just hope that they do it more. More varieties. You know, it's not just Kamen Rider,
Ultraman.
Kamen Rider. But actually, I do want more Ultraman. Like Ultraman, I feel like with Ultraman card game being introduced by Suguraya, they do have a lot of cross promotion between Battle Spirit and Ultraman card game. The problem is that we don't have the licensing outside of Japan. That's why certain things, like for example, Ultraman card game illustration, get exit in Battle Spirit, but you only can get it in Japan. You can't get it. You can't get it outside of Japan. Like if it's a product, it's fine because you get to purchase it. It's gonna be import from Japan anyway, so you're gonna have it. The problem is events, like events that you get to have our super rare card.
Yeah.
Those we don't get to have it.
Mm-mm.
I remember I remember there was this time there was this Ultraman Cup,
Mm-mm.
and then I was hosting it,
Yep.
and then players were actually asking whether we have the Ultraman card game card or not, because it was supposed to be given out as a participation prizes,
Mm-mm.
and sadly we don't have it because there's no
No.
licensing outside of Japan.
No. That's fucked
Uh,
up. Yeah.
and I'm very happy that they do a lot of cross promotion between Ultraman card game and Battle Spirit, rather than seeing each other as a direct competitor.
Mm-mm.
They do give each other a lot of exposures.
Yeah.
When it comes to Ultraman collaboration, of course. So I really do wish Bandai or maybe Kanas just look at it and decide we should do more collaboration,
Mm-mm.
because that can get different type of player base into our game.
Mm-mm.
Main set player base is not gonna like it.
Mm-mm.
For me, I do get turned off by collaboration from time to time.
Yep.
But of course, I'm contradicting myself to say that collaboration is a very good gimmick to have.
Mm-mm.
Push a product or to grow like a different type of player base.
Mm-mm.
Of course, it's gonna slowly kill your your main set
Mm-mm.
regardless. Because if player like collaboration more, it's gonna be a different things already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think it's an important thing to have if you want to grow.
Mm-mm.
Because for games like Battle Spirit, you're not One Piece. You don't just release another Luffy set and everyone just go haywire like, wow, it's another Luffy.
Mm-mm.
It's amazing, man. I love this game. I love One Piece, and One
Exactly.
Piece is popular. And One Piece is popular. I'm not denying it.
Yeah.
I'm not denying it. One Piece is indeed very popular.
Mm-mm.
And the problem is that Battle Spirit doesn't have that same popularity.
Mm-mm.
It's a cult. It feels like a cult game, a game for like a group of hardcore people.
Yep.
And they do need to have some collaboration sometimes to ease it up. So it's like, oh, you want to play Battle Spirit? Yeah, sure. Just get this collaboration title and give it a try,
Yeah.
Or yeah, not just skin, like how they did it with Carol. Which I still don't, still to this day, it's a gimmick they try once and then they stop.
Yeah.
They just tie in with Carol. It's like they just tie in with Carol celebrations and then they just put Carol inside Battle Spirit as a skin.
Yeah.
It could have been its own. It could have been its own thing, even in the set itself. Which I don't understand why. I mean, skin is nice to have, but for Battle Spirit, it really depends on which deck you are putting up.
Yeah.
If the deck sucks, it still sucks. It doesn't matter. But if you were to put Carol as a thing of its own, you can play it in a collaboration card, bro.
Yeah.
You can play Carol, but you can't play Carol in the collaboration card because it's a skin for the main set.
Exactly. And even like the two originally Keroro cards are like main set cards. So like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't understand what other direction they are going for when they first introduced that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a thing they put it on just because they can. And that's about it. And that's the end of the gimmick. I don't think there's any skin anymore. Afterwards, it's really just the illustration for different magics. Either way, it's not a skin.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like maybe for this whole year, are we going to see a lot of Kamen Riders, or hopefully are we going to see Gundam? Like the main three, Kamen Rider, Gundam, Ultraman. Like if we should have these three coming back first.
Yeah.
Then for the next year, they should look at it and like, okay, maybe we should bring in something else.
Whole life.
Bandai have a long range. No, I don't think Whole Life should exist in Battle Spirit.
Okay.
It's a very weird thing to have, because if Whole Life exists in Battle Spirit, you have to selectively choose a member to be featured in the set.
Yes.
It's a bit hard. So it's either a Generations, and then that's it. I don't think you have a lot of Kapu to be able to chunk in that much members inside. If they do it like Vanguard, I think Vanguard Whole Life was like a skin as well. So it wasn't really its own thing. I think I have like a long range of IPs, man. Like I can think of like right off my head. You want to do like a Tales of, you want to do like like what else? What games do I really play?
Standalone Zero.
What games do I really play for Bandai? Let me think.
Okay. Games from
Yeah,
Bandai. Oh my god, that's a hard
games from
question.
Bandai. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
games
hard
from Bandai.
question.
You
Like,
know, the only games that I actually play that is published by Bandai is
mm-mm,
Armored Core.
mm-mm,
Yeah, it's published by Bandai.
mm-mm.
And God Eater. God Eater was one of the game.
Yeah.
Code Vein.
Mm-mm,
Yeah, Code Vein is something. It's also a game.
mm-mm.
Uh, then I think shit, I'm so bad at it. So yeah, I think that's like the things that I know top of my head.
Mm-mm.
If they really really want to,
Oh,
they can
Elden Ring.
also Elden Ring. Yeah,
Mm-mm,
published by Bandai as well. It's a From Software title, but
mm-mm.
it's a bit like you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
They have so much things to go on to. They could try new things, but I know that sometimes if you try a new gimmick, it doesn't sell, then they worry that it will not work in the future,
Mm-mm,
and they're just gonna scrap it off.
mm-mm.
So well, it's a tough position to be in. I
Mm-mm.
mean, we are not the one deciding what's gonna come out. We just want something.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do hope. I think okay, this is one of my greatest wish.
Mm-mm.
I do hope they have Battle Spirit in Union Arena.
Oh yeah, that will work.
A Battle Spirit title, just Brave, bro. Just throw in Battle Spirit Brave
Mm-mm.
and get everyone started on that title.
Exactly.
And then you can introduce Battle Spirit to Union Arena to get people interested in Spirit.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
Yeah. So we. But there's things they can do, or maybe they can just throw in
Xenonzard.
Yeah, oh, no. Xenonzard has two little things to work on.
Mm-mm.
I think the IP kind of sad. I think that is a rare sad IP.
Yeah.
I think that is a rare sad IP. So it's it's bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Yeah.
But I want to.
But I do wish Xenonzard. I do wish a Xenonzard game
Yeah.
is gonna come back.
You know, right? Like
The-
at least
the
at least
AI
have
the-
accessories.
the AI is an interesting concept. Yeah. AI is an interesting concept. I really like it. When I first played it, I really, really like that kind of concept.
Exactly.
And then after that, it became botting. Because you're like, oh, I'm too lazy to grind rank for myself, so I'm just going to have this AI partner do it for myself. Legitimize botting in the game. Legitimize botting. You just play a few rounds,
Mm-mm.
like let the AI like just kind of. I don't know how they're gonna program it. Like, I don't know how they did it. But it's kind of cool.
Mm-mm.
And then the AI just play the game for you.
Mm-mm.
In like player way. They just play the game normally, and then you just leave it on,
Mm-mm.
and then they just keep playing for you. I was like, wow.
Wow.
I don't even need to play the game myself. I got to masters.
Mm-mm.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Uh-uh.
Maybe they should make a human rank or AI rank. Like, oh, this AI time to master,
Mm-mm.
not the human. But
Exactly.
the human must play by himself
Yeah.
to reach masters. I really wish the Xenonzard is coming back as well. But finger crossed they are not. So let's just pop our bubbles,
Mm-mm.
our dreams. Unless something is profitable, but I normally don't care.
Yep.
So yep. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much like the collaboration we are looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think like
I
if
think
they.
this year is gonna be a slow one.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Because like
This year is probably gonna be a slow one.
yeah. No.
Yeah, twice already.
Nah.
Yeah, it's okay, don't worry, stories.
It's
I get
fine.
it.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Nah, I mean like because currently like the collaborations are all set for standard, right? So I feel like Xenonzard is probably the only collaboration that may only work if you play it in Eternal. Because then you can set like the AIs or like kind of like as a contract Nexus or a contract Grand Walkers, right? Then
you mean by their gimmick? You mean by their gimmick?
Or maybe as
Honestly,
a contract.
I feel like
Mm-mm.
I do feel like Xenonzard is a wasted potential.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, I feel like the IP has been shelved in, and no one really give a damn anymore.
Mm-mm.
They probably throw in quite a lot of resources into the game.
Mm-mm.
And then after 1 year of operating, they're like, you know what, this is not gonna work. Let's just EOS this thing. You know, I rather use that money on something else.
At least it's
Yeah,
not
it's
blue.
just not good, my guys.
At
Yeah.
least it's not blue protocol. Yeah, blue protocol can like in a day or something, right?
But Blue Protocol got revived. Blue Protocol got revived, bro. That's not fair, you know, because you know why? It's a mass multiplayer online RPG. So they get to have more chances to milk money out of the players. Huh? So that's about it. Like card games, it's a bit hard, you know, to be like profitable. So you have to be very stingy with your free resources. Do it like you have to make it so that the player play every day. It's just like you know, like Pokemon Pocket, G Pocket. Oh, you just came by next day. You have 2 packs to crack. Whatever you get, it's probably not gonna be enough to craft you a new deck, but that's fine. You know, you're just playing in for the funds.
Yeah.
It's really just there for you to play. It's not like you're gonna play rank anyway. You're just going in to collect the cards.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Damn. If only Xenon came.
Yep.
I just wish before the end of service, like we will have like a second Xenon collab, because I think like we're still missing like one of like the AI that I kind of want as a physical card. It's probably Charlotte, the detective, and also that one yellow minion called White Cat. I just really like her design so much. I really wish like I can have a physical memento that I have touched this game, that I left like the moment the Battle Spirits collab set like got rotated out of meta. Nah, I think like at that time I was just like
I think everything fell apart when they introduced Camera to Xenon.
Oh yeah. I tried to
the game got so weird, man. It's like you just whack the fella and then you just become another fella, and just whack the fella and it becomes another fella.
Exactly.
And then you just die.
Yeah.
The game is so fast to a point where it power creep. It power creeps so fast. It's like when Battle Spirit collab got introduced, it was like the Nova meta. You know?
Yep.
You just play the Nova meta and then you just heal. You just like pop and then boom, double symbol, boom, and then the fella just die.
Yep.
And then you heal back, and it's like this kind of broken, man. In the context of Xenon's art. Like the main set couple don't matter anymore, you know, you're just playing collapse. Yeah. Well, if you're playing global, then yes, these are, you know, original cards.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's about it, lah. Like I mean Xenon's art. Well, some way, somehow I hope they do bring it back. I do hope they bring it back.
Yeah.
But in the context of Battle Spirit, I don't think they will reach there anytime soon.
Yeah. Maybe a bit by bit, because you know in Saga we have some cards that actually come from Xenon Sword, and that one card actually like kind of like break the game entirely. Because like this guy, like it was like back after set 2, so there's no green yet. Yeah, there's not even like it's after. It's but when green was released, I think, like before green was released. But like the problem with this card is basically it's just an unremovable blocker, right? So it cannot be destroyed like outright. It has armor. It has armor to purple and yellow. Like the only 2 ways to destroy it, it can defend itself against it. So like even when they release like green and blue, it will not do nothing because like green just exhausted, and it's white, so like you can just use cards to make it block while exhausted. With blue, it can't be destroyed, so like doesn't matter that you can target it with blue cards, like it will still like wreck your whole board. So like that's why they kind of like just outright like ban the card afterwards.
Yep.
Because like there's no saving this. Like who would have thought, right?
It's a disaster, brother.
Yeah.
It's a disaster.
I guess like the only remedy that after that they kind of like do like too late, it's that after that they kind of like give yellow kind of like an identity to kind of like be unblockable. So before that it's kind of like, okay, so if you also play white, then you can have like access to this card called Dirum Dyna. which is from Battle Spirits, but like this guy basically when it attacks, you pay one of your soul core, and then you choose any number of your white spirit for each of your nexus, for each of both players' nexus, and they become unblockable. So basically, if your opponent doesn't have any burst wall, then yeah, they basically have to take all the damage. And yellow is basically that, but like you don't have like limitation, like you can attack with anyone first, and you get to heal as well, so you can kind of like equalize the situation as well. So yeah, I guess then I guess like if they release the card after yellow kind of like got established as with that, like I guess it wouldn't be as much of a problem. But I guess like that single card kind of like turned off like lots of American players, and even though in the second year kind of like we have like more players in Europe, like because like Saga is pretty much operated by Bandai of America. So like when they see like the number of the American players just dip to the freaking ground, like they just stop the game. It's like, wait, you have like a lot of customers there, like you are just going to wait. Yeah, that's pretty much why it kind of hurts a lot of us in Europe. Because like
I think the card design do be very careful, especially in a game where like because you're playing a game of stats, right? Because when you talk about sagas, it's very similar to the current state of Battle Spirit Standard, right? Everything is so grounded. So you're playing the game of stats. The goal of both players is to go up the stairs as soon as possible.
Yep.
The problem with introducing mechanic that has no way for the player to defend them against themselves is literally a free pass to win the staircase, to win the staircase game. So if you have something like unblockable, they have to make it hard to achieve it.
Yes.
Like you want something good, but you have to also put in the same amount of resources and condition to make it work.
Yes.
So let's say, you want to make this unblockable. Okay, then why not you rest two of your spirits or something like that? Then this thing is unblockable.
Yes.
Or you choose these two spirit or you sack it off. Then this thing is unblockable. You cannot leave everyone unblockable. That's Eternal broken ass game.
Exactly.
Yeah, Eternal have everyone. Everyone can be unblockable, and the only saving grace you have is literally a demo wall.
Yep.
You cannot deplete my life, and that's it.
Yes.
The end of your story. Then it became a game of, do you have a defensive card or do I have the offensive setup? And if you don't have, then yeah, you're kind of cooked. You're kind of cooked, bro.
Yeah.
So it became very boring because the strategy became so linear that if you don't have something against the decks, it's very boring. That's also what happened in Eternal, because you need to have something. You need to have that card. If you don't have that card, you're cooked.
Yep.
You don't have that card, I go on you.
Yep.
And then you're cooked. Yeah. So I think you're right. You know, having such an oppressive card design really throws a lot of players off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're just gonna be like, why am I still playing this?
Exactly.
You know?
That's
yeah, why am I wasting my time? Like, if I'm setting up everything and he's just gonna go through my board, why am I still playing this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like you're a bad player, you know. You're not a bad player.
Yeah.
You're a player that decide to use this deck because you like the way the deck play or because it wins you games.
Yeah.
But then something oppressive came out and then you're like, oh, what do I do now? Do I play the deck or not? Do I play the same deck as everyone else? That's why I have a higher chance to win now. There is no strategy against something like that, then you're kind of cool.
Exactly. Yeah, because like I feel like one of like, the only quote unquote like weakness at first, like with X-Biter, so the card that cannot be destroyed at all. It's like one is that against yellow, like because yellow, like the BP0 in Saga works kind of like depletion battle spirits, right? So like basically if the moment your BP reaches 0, it is destroyed. It's destroyed by game rule, so like the immunity doesn't work against it. But like again, it has a yellow armor, so like the only way you can you can reduce the PP to 0 is by this card called Exhaust Nexus, which is the 7 costs, 5 reductions, and it gives minus 3000 to any to all spirits. So this effect doesn't target, so it isn't stopped by armor. So you have to play this 7 cost magic twice to kill one.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like on the player side, like the setup is basically okay. So like you have like this unbeatable spirit, but like you have to draw this magic that gives you like basically like the exhaust blocker. And so basically you kind of have to play it with this. You kind of combo it with this one purple nexus called the Netherworld Thefts, which is like in Eternal, it's kind of like it's you don't use this kind of effects anymore, right? Like it is when your opponent's spirit exhausts, you draw one card. In Eternal, it's a cost 4, it's a cost 4 nexus and nobody uses it. In Saga, it's a 6, and it's a 6 cost nexus with the exact same effect. It got banned. Like, yeah, it got banned along with the Expiter, because then the combo is basically just put down your Expiter, you put down the Nexus, you put down Expiters to kind of have 3 turns to kind of like to set everything up. Pretty much. Or you can just use the cost 0 of both colors and then you can pretty much set it up maybe in 2 turns. So a little bit much faster. And then you just take the damage as much as you can until you draw the exhaust the exhaust blocker card. And then like at first there's the penalty, right? Because like you can only bring 4 of the same card, 1. And then in order to give the spirit the exhaust blocker, you have to pay the cost with soul core as well. So then you cannot use the soul core offensively if you wanted to use this if you want to use this magic to for your defense, right? Yep. So at that point it still kind of makes sense. And then Sato came along. Then they made the exact same magic. The only restriction is that this magic can only target your art machine and machine piece. So what family does Expiter have? Art machine. It's a mecha. So you basically, if you want to play this Expiter stall deck, you basically have like 8 cards that can, like in normal decks you will have like 4 burst wall to kind of like defend yourself. In this deck you basically have 4 burst wall and then 8 of this exhaust blocker magic to defend yourself in the late game. So like, wow. And not only you have to go through 9 lives, but you have to go through 8 turns where your opponent just can like block everything that you have. So like, yeah, that was very fun. So like basically if you cannot go, you either have to, at that point you kind of have to play aggro, or you play Expiter. Because like even if you play something like Nova, right? Like maybe Nova can kind of work because then you have access to the cards that destroy nexuses. If you play red, it's like it still kind of works. So you can't get through the Expiter, but now because your opponent cannot consistently draw, then you basically have less because it's white, so like they don't draw as much. So as long as you can exhaust the magic early, then you can kind of like get through them eventually, and you have Nova, so you can heal as well. Yeah, and I think like that's the only time where I kind of have the Eureka moment, because like the only way yellow can get through that at that time is basically this magic called Somersault. Basically, after you play it, all yellow spirits on your field cannot be blocked by level 2 spirits. Like that's the only way you can kind of like get through Expiter, because Expiter has all the protection when it is on level 2. So basically, your opponent has to choose whether to level down the Expiter and then like, okay, like now it can be targeted by yellow magic, or they can just choose to let it be, and yeah, basically now your spirits cannot be blocked. But then again, Somersault is a very expensive magic, so you can do at most like 2 to 3 attacks. Like if my curve early is not good, then it doesn't do anything. And even with the cards that I mentioned, like released like afterwards, right? one of them is like one of my favorite card, which is the Millennia Turtle Genpu. Basically, what it does is at the start of your attack step, you target one of your imaginary piece, and other than Genpu himself, and then during this turn, it cannot be blocked by spirit with effects. So that is basically the age where vanilla is finally relevant in the game again. Because like the vanilla is also like no joke, right? Like let's say like the PP, the same spirit with effect in that time is like the highest PP is like 6,000. But like it costs for like maybe the highest like 7 to 8,000. But like the vanilla one can go to 10,000. So like it kind of make a difference. Yeah. So that was a wild time to be living in. I feel like at that time probably like I guess like still more people are like more inclined to play colors that are going to be more into like red, purple. Like I guess like the fact that they cannot progress the game if they would choose these two colors, that kind of hurts like lots of people.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was unfortunate. If only we have a little bit more time. But
If
yeah,
only.
if only.
If only.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like it's kind of like a
window.
yeah. It's kind of like a gradual thing. I guess like you can kind of tell like that the game is like kind of dropping, but like on the other hand, like if you play in Europe, you can't really help but to feel a little bit more positive about like how the game would work. Because like yeah, of course, like in the US, like you have less and less players, and they are going to be like way louder, right? Like in Europe, you just like you don't really see people like going to weekly and like discussing in the tournaments. But once like the tournament, like the big tournaments like came out, like yep, we basically like we all just came suddenly. But yeah, it was unfortunate, nevertheless. I was just coping, alright. I was just coping. But yeah. But bottom line, if you have played Saga and you enjoy that, you want to have something similar, yeah, do play standard with us. Your only hurdle is to learn Japanese, but like if you are not from the US, you'll probably have to learn English as a second language anyway. What's stopping you from learning a third one? It's not like English is your second language.
Actually, if you think about it, right, this is a good opportunity for Bandai to market their standard in English. Maybe not for collaboration, because male collaboration do have licensing issue.
Yep.
But they can always print it, in like a different art. Like what they did with crossover,
Yeah.
They have always ways. There's always ways for them to do it. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. The problem is, do they want to?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we are just gonna be Asia. Is it gonna be an Asia game again?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a worldwide game.
Yeah, I feel like
sad.
I feel like even if they are like still like wanting to focus in Asia, right? Like I feel like if we can show that like the market and like I mean like Indonesia certainly grow after ILF, right? Because like I was an old man. Now that the old man was out of the way, now everybody can have fun. But yeah, I feel like now that if they wanted to grow their Asian market outside of Japan, I feel it kind of also makes sense to kind of like print the same cards but in English. Cause like, yeah, I mean like to be fair, like currently like most of the like players outside of Japan will be like mostly Chinese, so like they will be somewhat be able to make sense of like what the card says, even without knowing Japanese. But like, yeah, I feel like there are like you can like definitely get more players if you make it in English. Because like even in Singapore and Malaysia and Indonesia, like not everyone can read Japanese. That's a definite thing. So yeah, even if you're not planning to go worldwide, please do print the English cards. This is just a wish, by the way. That's not a confirmation or anything. We are just today we are just like airing out our wish list because we already know like how now thanks to Wilson sharing it to us, we kind of know like how the standard will pretty much work. Like now we are just like basically airing out our deepest darkest desires, basically just to have the cards in English.
But it's kind of depressing that we have to learn. We have to actually learn the Japanese text just so we can play their game. Like I mean, it's a different perspective, but it's always the same debate. Like Japanese import game, no local translation. You have to go through the hurdles to actually be able to play the game. Not everyone is willing to put in the same amount of work. To me it's a 50-50. Like if you never know what you're gonna you never know until you try it. And then if it works, it works. But if they don't intend to market it to your country or local in the first place, then they don't see the point of localizing. They're like, you already do well with this Japanese kind of thing. Just keep it up. We save money and localization.
Yeah, that's not hard.
I mean, if you think about it, it kind of feels that way.
Yeah.
And the fact that we are not like, you have to understand, not all players is going to take a Japanese lesson to play the game.
True.
So at the highest level, not understanding the text of the game, just because it might have a 1 or 2 word difference, is going to be detrimental to your decision making. And then who to blame but yourself, because you don't know the text in the first place, but you still choose to play it. So I do hope we can go worldwide with this. Like Bandai just look at it and say, you know what? Set 1 to 4 is selling very well. Let's try to market it to the US or Westerns. But of course they are holding on to it. I know already the world is not in really a good place. Like you have this tariff tax for imports. So I guess I mean I don't know, just saying things off my head. So I guess people are affected. People are affected by it. So maybe that's like one of the reasons why Bandai just like, let's keep it low. Let's just localize Banner Spirit. Let's just do Banner Spirit in Asia. Yeah. Like if they ever want it, they can just we'll figure something out maybe in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for the record, when I told you guys to learn Japanese, that's not exactly a joke, but it's not kind of like, you have to do it. So because like the community will always have like a resource to help you to play in without knowing Japanese. So you still have to make lots of effort. You probably have to check and memorize like the cards. But I feel like, it is kind of like rewarding, and thankfully standard the texts are pretty simple, so you can kind of like just translate 1 and 2, and you can kind of make sense of the others.
Well, not fully. Props to the community for actually making translation for the game. If you look at some of the more niche Japanese card game, you have to use machine translation to play.
Oh my god!
But, there is no other choice. You can't find any resources online. So if you have a community that actually supports the game and actually translate for you, well, if in any way, just do support them. Show some appreciation that they're actually putting in all the long work just to make the game accessible for you, and they are doing it for free.
Exactly.
Well, we're not talking about ads, but they are doing it for free. They're not asking for anything. They just want you to play the game. They just want people to play the game.
Exactly.
So I do think that community, people that do things for community, although they are doing it because they are passionate and they love the game, they want people to know more about it, there's also a limit to how much a passion can bring you. So do support them. People in the community.
Let them know that you like their work.
Let them know that, like, not just tell them, oh, your translation is wrong. Then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I have this certificate in the Japan lessons, and I can conclude that, Japanese translation is effectively wrong.
Yeah. Even if
Yeah.
even if they are if I mean like they are still humans, right? There are times where they will miss some things. Like if you do spot something that are like spills off, just there are ways for you to kind of like let them know without being like, no, you are wrong and you are simply wrong because you don't understand Japanese, blah blah. Like, yeah, you maybe understand Japanese, but like, yeah, I mean like there's ways for you to just let them know. It's not going to
It's
be
funny
like
because
it's
there's
not like
a
they are going to be insulted because you tell them like you are wrong. But
yeah.
like just let them know like
That was pretty funny.
the good way. Like, oh yeah, I think like this can be improved. Like what do you think about this interpretation? Do you think it fits the text better, kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with AI in place and translation is getting better and better,
Mm-mm.
the accessibility to Japanese card game the gap do get closer really.
Mm-mm.
But of course, some not AI is also not entirely accurate, but they do
Mm-mm.
get closer to the meaning of the text itself.
Yeah.
So if you can also use AI resources
Mm-mm.
to do some of the translation work, but I also still recommend that human translator is involved in it
Yeah.
because they know the nuance of the sentence.
Exactly.
AI only knows how to translate. At the moment, it's accurate, but the human translator knows the nuance and be able to put it in simple English.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. That was we started this just because we wanted to say to talk about the half deck actually.
I'm just here to yet.
Yep.
I'm just here to yet.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, actually I have like one question that I forgot when we were talking about like the half deck, right? Like do you think it's kind of like a good strategy that usually like with the half deck they kind of like just concocted a deck like out of thin air, right? Like I think like recently,
you mean the half deck?
yeah,
Yeah.
the half deck, like they just made a new list exclusively for the half deck. And then I think like with the previous half deck, they kind of like try something new in which you basically get like a half of like a complete deck, which is the Wiz and the Galaxian deck, the Tarot Galaxian, but you can have like a half deck of it with everything like stamped with as a sample. And then I guess like they kind of go to the next level, which is now you have a sample of like the actual start deck. Like, so like basically I guess like if you do have like two sets of the half deck, you basically can craft like a list of like the whole start deck. But of course still kind of like combat that. That's why they kind of put like the sample mark on them. Like, yeah, do you think this is kind of like a good move that they can do, like to kind of like introduce, okay, so like now if you want to play the game, here's like how you play the game, but also like if you wanted to get the full experience, then you can purchase it for kind of like a not too high of a price, hopefully, because like of how our import situation is going on. But like, yeah, basically then you basically get a taste not only of the game but also like the product that you are going to be purchasing for you to start the game with.
I do think it's a good strategy.
Mm-mm.
To a certain extent,
Mm-mm.
because number one, people need to be interested
Mm-mm.
in the game.
Mm-mm.
Like they like, oh, what's Banner Spirit? I need to go to this place to try the game out.
Mm-mm.
Which is a valid strategy because they are using the shop as a locations
Yes.
to promote these games via tutorial learning.
Mm-mm.
But the problem is they can't get accurate data present through this tutorial learning. They can know that how many people
Mm-mm.
and how many repetitive players that participate in this tutorial lesson.
Mm-mm.
But they do not know the receptions of sales.
Mm-mm.
They only know they're interested. These are the amount of interested people.
Mm-mm.
So this how many people can I use this? Can I convert this into a player,
Mm-mm.
a long-term player?
Yep.
Honestly, whatever they do with beta boxes, they should do it with Beta Spirit.
Yeah.
They should release exactly just like what Beta Box is. Set amount of cards, randomized from the first set and also the STs. And then, same, give all the cards, special illustration of its own. You have to give a reason for the players to buy. And then within the Beta Box deck, you have to give them 2 decks. Or 1 decks, or 1 decks for 1 person, like depending on how they want to do it. If they want to do it, then they can do it 1 deck. Then 1 deck for them to be able to play at a bare minimum. The deck can be just a vanilla that is going to be introduced in the game itself. Or it can be just random parts of commons for throughout STs and boosters. So with that way, they can push like an early starter kit as for the players. The problem is that they miss this opportunity. So when they announce the standard, honestly, they should give the announcement of standard a little bit more time. And they should do this first. See whether standard is a good idea to continue. The problem right now is that without any data for sales, they can only get their data via community sentiments and also tutorial learning via TG Plus. They can for sure know how many players we have attending events for the Eternal format. The problem is that they need to find a way to captivate the new players. What's interesting about this game? We are the old player though. Because we stay and then we are rewarded for staying in the game. But for the new players, they don't care, What's this game's gonna bring to me? It's not because it's One Piece. It's not One Piece. So they should have some ways to give you some sort of early starter kit. To give you a taste of the game. With some of the key cards included. From there on, the player can give feedback and accurate feedback based on that. And one of the good thing is they can see the sales number. How many players are actually playing it? How many players are actually buying the kit? And from there, they can gauge whether the standard format is a good format to go on, or should they pour in more resources back into Eternal. Then that way they can by using this data they can make a more accurate choices that helps them to prolong the longevity of this game or give them a better decision to make when it comes to game design. They are not really killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So half deck is not really a bad strategy. It's a free strategy they use. They just print the half deck and then they provide it to the shops. The shops will promote the game for them. But they miss the opportunity to see what are the interest level of the players. If I just throw these beta boxes out of thin air, how many people is going to be interested in something like this? And then if you introduce a beta event for Better Spirit, how many people are interested in learning this standard? Because learning the tutorial session is free. Anyone can go in and learn.
Yes.
But not everyone is going to play. The thing is that if you want a game to have a lot of players, you need to do something like this. Start a kit. Like a board game with some extra caveats. And then the player gets to play and then they get to talk about it in the community. Then you get to see what's happening. You get more grabs in the data that you need for your sales. And also the direction that you want to push for the game. So yeah, that's half deck wasn't bad. I mean, you still get a taste of the STs. If you buy the STs, it's probably going to be the same experience you're going to get. But that's about it. You will learn the game. You will learn the game at its core, and that's it. So maybe once the product is out, you'll give it a try. And that's the end of it. There's nothing about the game they are promoting. If you look at how they push Gundam game, and if you look at how they push Battlespace Standard, you can see there's a very big difference. And both are technically under the same producer, by the way. So I'm surprised that he didn't use what was being used in Gundam game. in better space standard.
Exactly.
Don't you want to know how many people want to play your game?
Exactly.
You do it in Gundam card game for 6 months.
Exactly.
Technically, it's 4 months, but they delay the release to like another 3 months.
Yeah.
And then when beta box released, it was talk of the town. Everyone was talking about it.
Yep.
Everyone was participating in the event. We had almost 100% turnout rate for beta box event.
Yeah.
And then during that time, the AA wasn't even that expensive. Like it wasn't until now.
Yeah.
Everyone was just interested in the game. Oh, it's Gundam. It's Gundam, man.
Yeah.
We can play. And they like there's so much opportunity missed here that I really feel like Battle Spirit is just a back burner for fun there. It's really something that they just used to like, okay, if you can make money with it, we make money with it. It's the end of it. They are not giving a lot of resources to that particular card game. Yeah, you see beta boxes, it's a stunning difference, man. Like you have a beta boxes with different alternate art drawn by different artists that is different from your first set release. You don't have that in Battle Spirit.
Yeah.
You only have half decks, and which is fine. I'm not complaining. They are doing something. I'm not complaining. It's just despite the game being managed by two, like in names, okay? We don't know their teams inside. But despite two of these games being managed by the same producer, the way the game is handled at launch is very different. So I'm curious. The decision that the team made, why don't they try something like a better box, like an early starter kit? It doesn't have to be expensive, you know. It doesn't have to be a better box. You know what? Push 300 Malaysian ringgits to get it. It's not exactly cheap. But you want to know what is the stance of where your game stands in the game in this market full of other card games, right?
Yeah.
It's so different. Like it's so dangerous. Of course, we can't really say that just because they do it Gundam, you will vote for Battle Spirit. So not all card games do the same thing. So I think we'll see how it goes. The half deck is good as well. But I feel like they should do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my conclusion.
I see. But yeah, anyway, the real product is going to be released in 2 weeks, Wilson. Are you excited for the real thing, not just the half deck with the sample more?
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, the actual product.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess like I can see your point as well, because like as well for the YouTubers as well, right? Like before like the half deck got released, like it's kind of hard to talk about standard because like what are you going to talk about, right? Like of course you can talk about the spoilers, but like you don't have like kind of like a holistic view. But like now with the actual like half deck, you kind of have like a whole thing that you can talk about, right? Then now that the half deck is released, then the YouTuber have something to talk about, and yeah, they can talk about it like a little bit more in depth instead of like just stringing some cards that it might work, it might not work, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope this game kicks off.
Yeah.
But it's really done in a rush. Like if you can see the timeline of their Battle Space standard, right? It was the same year they announced. So like 2 to 3 months, I think around April, they announced standard. They announced the standard format ruling. The first iteration of standard format ruling was exactly the same as One Piece card game.
Yep.
4 pieces, 50 cards. And then you have Memphis 2. And then community, of course, they entered a big backlash. Because like what the hell? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you doing to this game? Like, do you even know this game, bro? Like, please play the old version first before you decide to make any changes. This game is well designed. Simple as that. There's no need for any major tweaking. And then they were like, okay, we heard you guys. I think it was somewhere around July or October. They make an announcement.
Yep.
They changed the whole ruling. back to where the old Battle Spirit is, while still keeping the main phase 2 and the EX symbol and the soul magic and everything. Then community become more accepting. But then you can kind of tell they're really in a rush to like figure out something for Battle Spirit. They really want. I think Bandai really wanted a new start for Battle Spirit just so they can earn more money from new players.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really just a big ass business move. I don't blame them lah. Like if you can make money for Battle Spirit, the game can go for long. Then whichever lah. But I'm not defending them at all.
Yeah.
In
the end, that's also the problem of like old Japanese corporation, right? Like they wanted to make money, but they don't want to do more. Kind of like if they can make money just from selling, like there's no point in like making effort to do like marketing and stuff, right?
Yeah. Like that's a very big difference, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, I know card game is not one of them. I know they are not their main driving revenue, but it just feels sad that it got treated like that. Very bad minimum.
Exactly. Yeah, it kind of feels weird as well because like when we talk about like from the business side, right? Like, I feel like the weakness of Battle Spirit is that Bandai sees this as a physical product as opposed to kind of like a service product, right?
Yeah.
Because like I guess like with League of Legends, for example, like you don't really charge on the game itself. You charge for the service that you provide for the game, right? But I guess like it's not only kind of like a exclusively Battle Spirit's problem. It's kind of like a lot of Japanese trading card games is that their main revenue is basically from selling the cards. So like anything you do on top of that, like events and stuff, it's kind of like a cost to market the game as opposed to a chance to kind of like get more revenue. So they don't put as much effort into it as opposed to like, let's say like if they can see it as kind of like a sort of as a source of revenue, then they maybe will put more effort so that so now the card itself can be sold for cheaper because it is basically just a way to kind of like funnel the players from playing the game into the events and then to buy maybe like other merchandises as well. So it's kind of just like gateway as opposed to like the main product.
It also doesn't help that their merchandise is a freaking copy paste.
Yeah,
I mean they are working with a lot of constraint here. You know, but the problem is that it's I don't know, man. You just feel damn slummy. Like we're still eating up to it.
Yep.
That kind of thing. Like I mean, I know One Piece card game gets more resources, which is fine. Fair, I mean, it's very fair. I mean, they're making a lot of money for them. So that's why they have a lot of like these playmats, special products, Asia only products, all this different type of products that you don't see now in Battle Spirit. Like you don't get to see this in Battle Spirit. Then I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But I really do hope that they do give some respect to this game. It's like more than 15 years old already, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Then it got treated like a back burner. Among all the games, right? No one knows Battle Spirit.
Yep.
It's a cult ass game. You know? It's like a game for cults. Only people within the inner circle knows about this game. Yeah, it's like, oh, you play Digimon? Oh, like it's actually pretty serious. Like just when I was in Maneka Fest for the 2024, Best Spirit was actually streaming on the last stream, and I was playing in it. So, people actually didn't know this game exists. I was asked like, oh, what's this game you're playing? I didn't know. You are doing a lot of really, really weird stuff, but it looks kind of amazing. Then I was like, yeah. I mean, this game is one of Bandai's longest running game, and people don't know about it. It's kind of sad. Yeah, like people know Unit Arena, people know One Piece, people know Digimon, and Digimon, Unit Arena, One Piece, Dragon Ball, yes, correct, Dragon Ball. Like Battle Spirit and Dragon Ball is kind of like friends. They are not really popular.
The card game, by
And
the way,
then
not the
other-
anime.
Yeah. If it's the anime, then
Yeah,
it's a whole difference. But
exactly.
the other three games, even if you add them up, right, they are still not older than Battle Spirit. So it just feels like, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
Battle Spirit is really the older child that Bandai don't really give a shit. Like, it's like once they have this newborn child, this older child just have to fend for themselves, find resource for themselves, and do everything by themselves.
Oh my god, it's Asian parents times 100.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Like, come on, show some respect to your game, man. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's older than like Gen Alpha, man. It's older than Gen Alpha. Like, no, it shows some respect to this game. Like, serious. I'm not even saying that just please give this game more support or resources, but you have to be proud. This is a game that you need to be proud of. It hasn't EOS since, like Digimon card game changed once before. Bandai also released One Piece card game before this new One Piece card game. And then Gundam has like a long history of like rebooting. And then to bring in more collaboration as a competitor against WS, they introduced Unit Arena.
Yep.
Like, Battle Spirit can do all this. Like, I don't understand why they have to, like, Battle Spirit is, even in Japan, I feel, even in Japan, this is what I feel. You got treated like the oldest child, like the oldest child. No one really cares. I don't know why. Like, oh, you play Battle Spirit? Oh, cool.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, no one really cares. Oh, you don't play? Oh, like, you play One Piece? Yeah, you play Digimon? Yeah. You play Unite? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You have a lot of players. But when it comes to Battle Spirit, there's no players. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. We are like, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh problems, but we don't have the player base for it. Yeah. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, at least Yu-Gi-Oh have the player base, like they have the very big voice to complain about the state of the Yu-Gi-Oh, the state of the game, and people still play.
Exactly.
Like, if you look at their YCS, they have more than hundreds of players, man. But if you look at, that's weird, only in Japan they have more than 100 players. Only in Japan. But Yu-Gi-Oh outside of Japan have more than 100 players. And Battle Spirit in Asia, only a select few regions have 100 players. The rest is like a flagship, 32 or less. It's kind of sad. Yeah. So, well, I mean, I don't know what to say. Unit Arena and the rest of the other Bandai card game gets more support for like Asia region. Like, because I went to Singapore BCF and I went to Indonesia BCF. Only card game that shares the same fate as us that year was Dragon Ball.
I see.
Dragon Ball has like the lowest number. But this year I think they are gonna bounce back a little bit. But during that time it was kind of sad. And then Unit Arena, Digimon, and One Piece like gets more support. Then I was like, wow. I mean, it's good. It's just kind of sad as a Battle Spirit player.
Yeah.
Like, I literally don't have to queue up. I was like, I don't even need to be afraid that I'm late. I was like, I just go and like before we start, like before we close the club check in, and then I just go. Boop, I get the join.
Exactly.
Well, I get that, like, the pros, because I don't have to worry about timing, but because we don't have players. So we get to have this kind of, I wouldn't call it a privilege. Yeah, but it's. I mean, I do want to see like people line up for Battle Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to see that happening. Yeah, but at this very moment, I can tell you for sure we probably won't see it anytime soon.
Exactly.
Finger cross. Hope Standard do have that. I hope Standard do have it.
Yeah.
As long as they make the right decision, which I don't think they will. No, Bandai card game department is known for very, very weird Bandai related decisions. And sometimes they have very weird ass ban lists, like the recent Gundam card game ban list. That doesn't really fix anything. Even Banner's Rain ban list was like one season late.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I was like, wow, why did you do it in the middle of the season? Or you only do it like you do it like once our beta got rotated. Like our beta changed, and then you only ban those cards. I was like, why?
Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah,
those
like,
decks
one
need
season
them
late, bro.
now.
Yeah. You remember when the rat, the eyeball deck got restricted because some of the cards is like a bit oppressive. But during that time, we are shifted towards the Grand Walker betas already. The eyeball deck is there.
Yeah.
It's just there. Yeah. Like it's still good, but the Grand Walker deck is getting better. So there's no reason to keep playing the eyeball deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but then they do the ban list. That doesn't address anything but the past meta.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like that's the grip that I have. Then it doesn't. It's like I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, but if they don't do that, and they do like very, very nice ban lists, like ban lists, I think Digimon ban list is kind of okay. But I think one of the games that I really like is Vanguard. Yeah, they do the ban list very, very well. They do a lot of choice ban. Rather than outright ban.
Oh yeah.
So, this deck is too oppressive. Yeah, you can't have these two cards in the same deck. This 3 combination is too good. You can only choose one to have it in your deck.
Yeah.
It's a thing they do for WS. They just bring it over to Vanguard. I think choice ban is a very good thing to have.
Yeah.
Digimon also incorporate some of the choice ban as well. Balance great, except for the Dark Powers shenanigans. I don't ever see the choice ban being implemented.
There is once, but they escalated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for the Diva Producer Cup specifically, they used to have choice ban for Flame Sandria and Flame Sandria, the basically like the COC 12 spirits that can swap with their other counterparts, and also basically the Sengoku Fest main stage. They kind of use did the choice ban, and then the next Diva Producer Cup, nope, we just ban everything. It's like,
I mean, banning is easier. Yeah. Banning is easier, without a doubt. I put the ban in place in your players more often. Because it goes to show that you don't truly understand the game that you're designing. And I mean, I don't blame them. At the end of the day, they're just working. They're just working like the rest of us. But it just kind of sucks. Like we spend the money on this form of entertainment, and to have a balanced gameplay, this is what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, well, that's to be us, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, basically, we have already aired everything. That is our deepest, darkest feelings. So we'll just have to wait now. Yes.
Just have to vent our feelings.
Exactly. Hopefully,
all this pent-up feeling.
Yeah, hopefully one guy from Panda of America or Panda of Europe will listen to this, and yeah.
Oh, I hope they listen. I hope they listen closely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're doing a bad job. Like, come on, credit to where credit is due. Like, you can't keep saying they do a bad job every single time.
Yep.
They do good. It's just that when they do something bad, it's just much easier to notice.
True.
But they do good jobs. They do good things, and we notice, and I notice.
Yeah.
For Better Spirit as well. So it's not like it's entirely bad.
Exactly.
It's just that our voice is just more louder for negative things.
True. So bottom line, do more of the good stuff, do less of the bad stuff, and we will give you the money.
Nice again.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Just make correct decision, and my money is yours. Simple as that.
Exactly. And yeah, too long don't watch. Just play standard. Just buy the standard products, because in the end, like, no matter how loud we wanted to kind of like, please release this outside of Asia, like, in the end, the one that votes the loudest is our wallet, unfortunately, still. So yeah, you want Battle Spirits, get closer to you, buy it. But yeah, thank you very much, Wilson, for yapping with me today. It was fun catching up with you.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to promote before you left, actually? Before I kick you out of the studio?
No.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Mhm.
Not really.
Yeah. It's still
Have this thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still cooking. It's still cooking. Everything's going on. Basically, I mean, because it's really just region specific, so I feel like promoting it to a global stage kind of weird. But probably not anytime soon. We are cooking up something like a community club for the Malaysia community.
Yes.
But then other than that, I don't really have anything for the global audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Yeah, I mean, like, we will definitely be excited for that one as well. I'll definitely wanted to eventually start the Indonesian one as well. So yeah,
We'll see what I can do. We'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to rush it, just take one step at a time. You know, if everything will come into place. Yeah, no worries.
Exactly. Okay. I guess, yeah, that has been pretty much everything. So as usual, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube, do feel free to comment down below. So yeah, I guess the sun is still out, so I might need to consider to go out for once, feel the sun on my skin, while Wilson is sulking in the depth of darkness of Malaysia, because it's already midnight there, isn't it?
Yes, it's midnight here.
Oh,
it's midnight, yes.
Yeah, it's
almost 1. It's almost 1 a.m.
Exactly. It's almost 7 here and the sun is still like blazing outside. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I guess I will let you rest now. Thank you very much today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.